Speed.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Speed Paint. This week I'll be drawing the two characters on the right here. I'll be covering them up with my PNG tuber soon, so I just wanted to point them out at the start. The red-haired character is named Vivimi, and the lavender-haired character is named Sanforion. These characters belong to Gisela, who will be linked in the description. She commissioned me for this speed paint of the characters holding hands and singing, while looking lovingly to each other. It's such a cute and sweet concept. I had a lot of fun drawing it. Although I will say, I feel like I took an extra long time on this sketch. I mean, it took about an hour itself, and that's because I just wanted the sketch to be perfect. I kept redrawing things and repositioning things, but I think I'm really happy with how things look in the end. That's the thing with commissions. When I do commissions, I feel like at minimum I should be happy with them, because if I'm not, then how can I expect the commissioner to be? So I try to work extra hard to make things just right. So during this video, you'll watch me draw the characters Sanforion and Vivimi. They're from a series created by Gisela. The series is called Moon Mansion Solitary, and these two characters, Sanforion and Vivimi, are a queer platonic couple, which is different from a romantic couple. If you're unfamiliar with it, I wanted to read a short description. Queer platonic relationships are committed, intimate relationships which are not romantic in nature. There's a lot more to it, but that's the short description. So that's what these two have, and I think they're so sweet. I don't know much about the series, but to me they look like a butler and a maid, and they both seemed really nice in all the art I saw of them, so I really like them. Not only in the general vibe, but I also love mushrooms so much, just for their general looks, not for taste really. Although I do love to eat them too, but the point is I like to look at them. And this girl, has the two mushrooms on her head, which is so cute and fun. So I just love that. And also red is my favorite color. I mean, it might seem like pink is my favorite color because I use it for everything. And it is kind of on the same level, but red has always been my favorite color since I was a kid, so I always consider that first. So just in general, I really love Vivimi's design. I also really like Sanforion too. The lavender hair is really nice. And I like that the character is associated with the flowers there. For this video, I thought I might talk a little bit about my struggles and how I feel about my art style recently. I really want to reach that cute anime look, but I'm not always happy with the results of my sketches, so that's why I took a really long time on this sketch. A style I really love is like Kyoani style, or Kyoto animation style, particularly the style in K-On!, Kyokai no Kanata, or Beyond the Boundary, Tamako Market, one of the more complex ones being Violet Evergarden. I mean, some of the animation on that show is just amazing. But the style in particular is what I'm talking about. I also love the style of some of their older stuff, like Lucky Star, and the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. The style specifically, not the content of the show. I haven't watched most of these shows, in fact. I just love the general art styles. And also, I list Lucky Star because it's really cute, but I don't think I would want to strive to be able to draw in that style, at least not for my main style. But for the other shows I listed early on, I would like to strive to get closer to those styles. Probably what I should be striving for is like Violet Evergarden, because that one has enough complex detail that it would be good for general illustration work. But man, it's so intimidating because of the quality of it. I should really sit down and practice those styles. I have in the past, but it's been a while. And I say that I could try to emulate Violet Evergarden's style because it's more complex, but I could just try to practice the K-On! Style and stuff like that. And after I'm good enough with the general style, just add more details really, like more complex shading and stuff like that. These styles are all just so cute, and I just really want to be able to draw like them. I guess you could call it a bit of a corporate style, but I can't help but just love it. And I've said to myself often, yes, I have a generic style, but I love it, so I don't mind. Saying all this does make me think, though, what would you think of a speed paint where I basically just had a lot of anime pictures that I specifically took reference from and try to practice and study the styles? It would be in a speed paint form like this, so I wouldn't be teaching anything, I'd just be kind of drawing it. Let me know what you think about that, because I feel like that could be pretty fun. I probably wouldn't make the video only studying. I'd probably take some of the ones that I learned from and sort of make a new picture out of them. We'll have to see. This is a little random, but also related. In doing style studies, I'd probably also have to practice actually applying them to like animation work, because I'd love to have my animations look more like official anime and stuff and not so much like my style. Basically, I want to blend in. That's kind of the dream. To be able to draw and animate like any studio might. I am just one person, but I would love to one day be able to make something that looks like it was, made professionally. I mean, I have worked in animation and stuff like that, so technically professionally, but it's like, for my work, it's only me, and I haven't gone to school for it. I just don't feel like it's very professional. But I shouldn't say that because I have worked in stuff, so that's just my insecurities talking. Anyway, so at this point in the speed paint we were sketching for quite a long time, and we only started the line art a little bit ago. But it is finally here, so since I only have the one drawing for this speed paint, I was able to slow down the line art quite a bit. I hope that's not too boring, but I thought you might enjoy seeing it a little bit slower. So I hope you enjoy getting to see that, because I know a lot of speed paints go really fast. Which isn't a bad thing, of course. I like to see fast speed paints. It's kind of fun to see things go by so quickly. But I know when I'm watching the YouTubers I love, seeing their drawings go a little slower does actually kind of help me, personally. But with all that, we're actually just about done with the line art for Symphorion. That actually went faster than I thought. I think it turned out nice. I struggle a bit with drawing suits like that, but I also do enjoy doing it, so it was fun. I mean, most of the time what I draw is fun, so... But I do admit Vivimi was definitely easier for me to draw. I mean, if you're familiar with my general stuff, I tend to like drawing the cuter and femme stuff, so I just draw that so often that it's pretty easy for me now. So her line art shouldn't take very long either. Although when it comes to her hair, I mean, I just struggle with hair in general. I don't know if you're an artist and if you relate, but hair is just so hard for me to draw. I really struggle in making it look good at all. Which is sad because I've been drawing so long. And yet somehow still I just struggle so much with hair, even though it's like a key feature in most all characters that I draw. That's the case with expressions too. I kinda really struggle with expressions. And that's why I wanted to practice those style studies. I just really want to get better, you know? That's not the case for everyone, of course. It's not a necessity to get better at art. As long as you're having fun, it shouldn't matter. But I do find it fun to, like, build up my skills. It can be pretty fun to have been practicing something for a long time and then just sit back and really realize how far you've come. That's why I really like doing redraws of old art. Speaking of redraws, I have been working on one, and a video for that should come out in a few weeks. It's a really fun one, so I'm pretty excited to post it. But I have something else planned for this upcoming week, so I have to wait another week. So much to do, so little time. And this redraw I need to post this year. For certain reasons, you'll see. And I say that because, you know, I post videos every Friday, so I can't push this speed paint too far off. Or else we'll reach January before we know it. Isn't that wild? Can't believe it's already the end of 2023. Oh, we're working on the eyes. I was really happy with how these eyes turned out. I feel like they came out really cute. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. It is basically the end of the year now. And last week it was a holiday. Something I totally forgot to mention in last week's video. Probably because I never really get too excited for Thanksgiving. I mean, I never loved it that much. Not too many of those classic Thanksgiving foods are ones that I really like that much, so never been something that I was really excited about. But I did have a good day anyway. And I hope you did too. And I do wonder, did you get anything for Black Friday? I actually have never participated in Black Friday sales. In person anyway. If I did it online, I forgot about it. I grew up with my parents basically instilling fear into me for that day. Being like, don't go out that day, fear that day. I just always forget to check. I don't know. I guess this time of year has never been one that I've been excited about either way. I don't really want to accumulate too many things, but there are some things that I would like. I would probably like to get, like, a new bed set, probably a cute and pink one. I'm not really happy with the one I have now. It's kind of like a teal blue and has butterflies on it, and I don't really like it. It was just the best one at the store at the time. But I would like to get a brand new bed set. That would be something nice to get. Something else I want right now are actually 2 Ruby figures. I don't know if you're familiar with those figures that kind of sit on top of the ramen cup. Those figures where the character's just kind of sitting. Pretty often those figures can be pretty fun. But there's 2 right now that had a pre-order for Weiss and Ruby, particularly because of the Ice Queenum series. And those 2 figures are so cute. Like, I've never really had a want or desire for a Ruby or a Weiss figure. Not like a strong desire. I have 2 Yang figures, and I have a Pyrrha figure, but I feel like for the first time I'm actually like really wanting these 2 Ruby and Weiss figures. They're just so nice. So I'll probably get them when they actually release. I didn't really want to pre-order them. We'll have to see how things are in July of 2024, which that's when they release. Anyway, so that's pretty much the commission done. It was at the line art and basic cell shading tier, although I did kind of go overboard on the shading. I probably shouldn't have done so much, but I was just so happy working on these. Sometimes I go a little overboard, but I at least never go like fully like to the point where I would have considered it at the detailed tier. What I'm talking about is actually pretty much in the hair. On the basic cell shading tier, you don't tend to get that much shading in the hair, but I ended up doing a little more than usual on this one. Oh well. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can commission your own speed paint if you'd like one. You can find the details in the description. I'll see you in the comments. Have a nice day.